Hi. Hi, everyone. So I wanted to show you guys how to make some really simple meals, something quick and easy for on the go. And this is something really fun to do with your friends, your family, your kids. And I'm going to talk to you about not only how to make these meals, but why these meals are so important. So, I am the queen of fruits and vegetables. I am the queen of eating the rainbow. And I'm going to tell you why it's so important. The reason being is that each of these colors of the rainbow do a different thing for our body. And they all work together, kind of like the team members of a soccer team. They all work together to get into our bloodstream, get into our body, and build strong, healthy cells. They all get into our body to boost our immunity, which is really important right now with this virus going around. And we can't just pick one color. You have to eat a variety of all the different colors. So, what I encourage you guys to do is go to the store with your mom or dad, go to the store as a family, and see how many different colors of the rainbow you can find at the supermarket. Now, you're looking for fruits and vegetables and beans and nuts and seeds and whole grains. We're looking for whole food, healthy food, okay? The healthier, the better. Now, you can use canned fruits and vegetables, you can use frozen fruits and vegetables, or you can use fresh. They're all healthy, but of course, fresh is best. If you're gonna buy canned, sometimes canned is added, they add a lot of sodium to it, or they add sugar or syrups to it. So make sure if you're buying canned food that you rinse and strain it, okay? Get all that stuff off of it so that's a little bit healthier. So you're gonna go to the grocery store, find all the different colors of the rainbow, bring them home, and then put them in these little bowls and set them on your table. Now I've got, for the reds, I've got red peppers, I have red tomatoes, I also have some deep orange reddish carrots, and you might say that beets and beans are red, but they look a little, I don't know, I'm colorblind. They look a little purple to me. But anyway, why do we need to eat red fruits and vegetables? Maybe you can think of some that I forgot, like apples and strawberries and watermelons and cherries. Well, why do we need to eat red? Why is red so important? Red is for the heart. You know, when I think of red, I think of the heart, right? Well, red makes your heart really healthy. And it can reduce the risk of cancer. It can help with your memory function, so it's really good for the brain. If you have high cholesterol or a high blood pressure or any kind of heart disease, you're going to want to eat your red fruits and vegetables. Then yellows. I have yellow tomatoes. You can buy yellow bell peppers, yellow corn, yellow apples. Can you guys think of some other things that are yellow? Yellow and orange foods, they both have the same nutritional value. Both yellow and orange are good for your immunity, and your immunity is what helps fight illness and disease. So the more yellow and orange you eat, the stronger your immunity is going to be, and the better your vision is going to be. So like orange things like carrots and oranges and sweet potatoes and squash, things like that. I have my orange tomatoes, I have my orange carrots, but there's so many different colors. There's so many different things that you could put on your table. Then we get to green. Green is really good for building strong bones and teeth. A lot of us think that milk and yogurt build strong bones and teeth, but the best thing for your bones and your teeth are green leafy vegetables and broccoli and avocados and kiwis. I have green cucumbers and I have green celery, okay? And then the other thing is blues and purples. Blues and purples help reduce oxidative stress in your body. and reduce the aging process. So they're really good for your skin. So if you don't want a lot of wrinkles when you grow up, eat more blues and purples. They're also really good for your brain. So I always tell my students to eat their brain berries. I've got my blueberries. You can do raspberries, boysenberries. You can do grapes, plums, red cabbage. Purple cabbage. There's also red cabbage. I've got beets, beans. They kind of look purple to me, but they're a little bit more maroon or red. And then also brown, whites, and tans. Those are good for the body too. They're also another thing that's going to boost your immunity, protect your heart, and lower your cholesterol. Some examples would be cauliflower, onions, garlic, bananas, potatoes. I've got quinoa here, and I've got some garbanzo beans. Beans are a really good source of fiber and protein. And quinoa, same thing, it's a complete protein. And so that's all the different colors of the rainbow. So now think about it. How many of you are eating all those different colors and all those just different fruits and vegetables every single day? It's really, really, really hard to get the rainbow in every single day. So one thing my family does besides make these mason jar meals is another thing we do is we complement our diet and we bridge the gap with whole food capsules and whole food chewables. And I want to show you what these look like because they're so beautiful. Now, if you're not a fan of swallowing pills, it comes in chewable form too. But if you look at these, you can see the really beautiful bright color. So there's the red, the green, the purple, and then, and then we even have plant-based omegas. So all the different colors of the rainbow. So beautiful, right? So it helps our family bridge the gap between what we're supposed to be eating and help us get it in our bodies. And then chewables, like look at these cute little fruit packs. When I was a kid, my mom would pack me the little fruit snack packs and I'd get so excited to eat them, not realizing, my mom probably didn't realize either because she didn't read food labels, is that those things are filled with additives, preservatives, dyes, all these things that are not good for your body. And these are real fruits and vegetables. This comes from real food. The fun fruits that you buy at the store are not real food. So who doesn't want to get some added nutrients into their body and do it the right way? Vitamins are synthetic. They're made in a lab. They're man-made. And they're not real food. So they're not fully absorbed by the body. These are absorbed 100% because they're just simply food. Now, another cool thing too is they're made from the whole entire fruit and vegetable. So I have some fruit and vegetables I wanted to show you, like this apple. Now, if you look at this apple, can you see the stem? And if you cut it open, what's inside of this apple? You see the core and the seeds, right? Now look at my pepper. Okay, so my pepper has a stem on it. It's got the core and the seeds inside. Do you think I put any of that in my bowls? No, right? Now look at my carrot. This is a real carrot, fresh from the farm. How many of you eat the stem on the carrot and the leaves on the carrot? Do you eat the skin on the carrot, or does your mom peel the skin off? Well, I'm here to tell you that most of the good stuff, most of those nutrients that your body needs are in the stems, the leaves, the skin, the seeds. They're in the core. And we don't eat that stuff. We cut it off and we throw it away. Look at my kale. Do we eat the stem of the kale? No, we usually cut the stems off and just eat the leaves. Well, the fruit and vegetable pills that I take, they put everything in there. They put the core in there, the seeds in there, the stem in there. They put every single thing in there because that's where most of the nutrients are. So boom, I'm getting a powerful punch every single day with these colorful plant pills. They're amazing. Okay, so now moving on. Kids, those of you that were in my class, we have this amazing, beautiful tower garden. Do you guys remember our tower garden and all the things that we were growing on it? Well, today I'm taking all of the greens off the tower garden and I'm going to use them to make meals today. So I grew some arugula on the tower gardens and I just pulled all the leaves off and put it in a bowl. Look at all this. And this is like only half of it. The other thing that I was growing on the tower garden was some kale and spinach and romaine lettuce. So all my greens here. And then I grew some red leaf lettuce. So it looks like romaine, but the leaves are a little bit red. Isn't that pretty? And then the other thing I was growing on the garden is I was growing cilantro and dill that we're going to put in our salad dressing that I'm going to show you guys how to make today. So exciting stuff. I love my tower garden. My students love the tower garden. And now they just came out with a tower garden recipe book. And in the recipe book, so cool, they have beverages, like fresh peppermint tea and lime basil lemonade. They have salad recipes and salad dressing recipes. They have healthy snacks, soups, sauces, and dips. All of these different recipes in here. So we're going to make one of the salad dressing recipes today. All right. So let's get to it. We're going to make our meals. Really simple and easy to do. If you don't like to do a lot of food prepping, there's some simple things that you can do. You can buy, like I said, canned fruit, canned vegetables, open them up, rinse them out, put them in a bowl. So I've got my canned beans, okay? I've got my canned beets. Fresh beets taste way better. Everything tastes way better fresh, but it's all about convenience, right? So if that's more convenient and easier for you, to buy the canned stuff. Blueberries, you don't need to prep them. They're already prepped. You just rinse them off, put them in a bowl. Tomatoes, I like to buy grape tomatoes because as you can see, there's no prep. They're just little bite-sized tomatoes. And when I buy tomatoes, I don't just buy red tomatoes. I buy tomatoes with all different colors. So I've got green, yellow, orange, red. I've got all different colors of tomatoes because remember, the more colors you eat, the better it is. Then I showed you I've got my peppers, my carrots, my celery, cucumber. Some of this stuff you are going to have to chop up, and sometimes that's fun. So have your kids be each in charge of a different fruit or vegetable and prepare it. Be careful. Today I was cutting and chopping, and I cut my finger. So watch those kiddos when they're cutting and opening the cans. Be really careful with sharp objects, okay? One thing I forgot to put on the table was edamame. How many of you love shelled edamame? So shelled edamame is a really healthy thing for adding extra fiber, which helps make you regular, pushes everything through your body, and it's also a good source of protein. So if you don't eat animal protein, you're vegan or vegetarian, you really are going to want to add a lot of plant protein from beans, quinoa, edamame, the soybeans. And you also can get a lot of protein from your green leafy vegetables and other plants. So you don't have to have meat to get your protein. So how this works is you're going to take a mason jar. Now I'm going to show you, I already made one. And look at how beautiful it is, all the different colors, okay? So that's what we're going to do today. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with, you want to start with the really hard, crunchy stuff in the bottom. So the reason you want to start with hard and crunchy is because if you put softer fruits and vegetables in the bottom, they get soggy. Now what's cool about these mason jars is if you build these mason jars with your fruits and vegetables, they tend to last 5 to 7 days, sometimes even longer. What I like about the mason jars versus putting them just in Tupperware is it seals in the freshness. So keeping them fresh a little bit longer. Okay, so I'm going to start with, I would just say give each child or each person a spoon, and you want to do about 1 to 2 spoonfuls for each mason jar that you do. Now you can do 1 jar at a time, or you can do 2 jars together if you're in a hurry. But like I said, just 1 or 2 spoonfuls. And crunchy stuff in the bottom. So I've got my celery and my carrots, and I'm going to put my bell peppers. If you have red bell peppers, yellow, orange, awesome. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to put in here are probably my cucumbers. These are really crunchy, so I'm going to add those. And then some tomatoes. Try and get the different colors in there. And with the tomatoes, probably, I would say maybe 3 tomatoes per jar, because these are kind of big and plump. Now you can add fruits, like I have blueberries, but you could add strawberries, you could add orange slices to it. And what's cool about this is, for example, I don't like beans, but my husband loves beans. So by having a variety of different things on the table, your kids or your spouse or your friends can pick which things they want in their salad and which things they don't like in their salad. So there's no fussing, right? No fighting. We got our quinoa. And then the very last thing you want to put in your salad is the lettuce. And I have these, well, this one's kind of big. I'm going to use the small one, but I have lettuce tongs that I can use. Or you can use, if your hands are clean, just grab some lettuce and shove it in there. So here's my arugula and our spinach and our kale. So I'm getting a really good variety of greens, and I'm putting that in the top. And my red leaf lettuce. If you want a lot of lettuce, just shove it down and pack it down, okay? Now, what do a lot of people like to put on their salads? A lot of people like to put croutons on their salad, right? But croutons are not the healthiest, and most people eat salads because they are concerned about their health. So I would not recommend putting croutons on your salad. A good substitute for croutons is nuts or seeds. I'm a huge fan of pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. I like slivered almonds, so you can put that on your salad. But I don't recommend putting it in a jar because it will get a little soggy, and I like it crunchy. So what I usually do is just put them in a little zippy bag and then toss them on later. Also, you don't want to put your salad dressing in the mason jar because it'll get soggy. So I just use a separate little container for my salad dressing. And I get asked a lot, well, you know, what kind of salad dressing do you use? You don't have to use salad dressing. You can just put a little olive oil and vinegar and some fresh squeezed lemon or lime and some salt and pepper or other seasonings on it. Make it really simple and fresh. Because if you start loading it with these really heavy, creamy salad dressings with a lot of fat and oil and stuff in them, that defeats the whole purpose. So I'm a big fan of creamy dressing. So today we're going to learn how to make a really creamy, healthier version of ranch. Okay, so what you're going to need is you're going to need an avocado. Okay, avocados are really, really good, healthy fat, and it's great for any kind of, you want to make dips or sauces or salad dressings. It makes it creamy. Even it's good for pudding. If you want to make pudding, it's nice to, or smoothies, you can add avocado. You're going to need a lemon or a lime, and you're going to need some herbs, some dill, parsley, cilantro, whatever herbs you can find. And then you're going to need some yogurt. So if you're vegan, find plant-based yogurt, but it has to be plain yogurt. You're going to need water and some garlic. Okay? So herbs, avocado, lemon, some yogurt, garlic, and a little bit of salt. All right, so the recipe goes like this. You're going to put an avocado into your blender. As you can see, I already made some earlier, but I'll make some more with you guys. All right. God, that smells good. Okay. So we're going to do an avocado. So I already used half my avocado, but for the recipe, you want a full avocado. So what you can do is you can squeeze it and push it in there, or you can take a spoon and scoop it out. Of course, you want a nice soft avocado. Otherwise, it'll get all chunky, and you don't want chunky salad dressing. So I'm going to pull the rest of this off. This avocado is not the best. It might be a little crunchy, but I got my Ninja. So I'm going to blend it up really, really well. Okay. Then you're going to add your herbs. So I've got cilantro and I've got dill. So I'm going to add that, put it in there. Just about a handful. Grab that, put it in. So an avocado, a handful of herbs. It calls for cilantro, but you can put in any herbs that you want. And then fresh squeezed lemon or lime. Luckily, I have a lemon tree in my backyard, so I'm going to use some fresh squeezed lemon from my tree. Squeeze the whole thing. And just to let you know, Oprah Winfrey taught me this trick. To get all the juice out, you bite and squeeze. It works. Okay. Then you're going to do a pinch of salt. Just a little pinch. And a garlic clove if you have one, or just a sprinkle of some garlic salt. And then don't use table salt. And then I found this organic garlic paste. So I just squeeze it in like toothpaste. And then just a little bit of water. So if you want it thick, use less water. If you want it runny, more water. It calls for about 1/4 cup of water. All right. And then all you're going to do is put the lid on and blend it up. Okay? It'll be nice and creamy and delicious. And remember, don't put the salad dressing on until you're ready to eat it. So, how simple, right? I love these because when I'm in a hurry or I'm starving and I don't feel like making anything, I just grab these out of the fridge. I open the lid, boom, I turn it upside down on my plate. I sprinkle my sunflower seeds on it, drizzle my salad dressing on it, and eat it. And it's so good for you. And what was I going to say? Shoot, I was going to say something, lost my train of thought. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So pick a day of the week that you want to do this. You're not obviously doing this every day. Like I usually do it on Sunday. Pick a day of the week, get it all prepped, make at least 5 to 7 mason jar salads, and then boom, you're done for the week. And just remember, we want to eat the rainbow, okay? We want to eat as much variety as we can. If you feel like you're seriously lacking in eating the variety every day, then let me know because, you know, I take these pills and they're amazing. I mean, how many of us are eating cherries and alfalfa sprouts and apples and beets and artichokes and bilberries and blackberries and blueberries and broccoli and carrots and cabbage and chickpeas and grapes and cocoa and dates and cranberries, elderberries, grape, kale, ginger root, millet, rice bran, radish sprouts, pomegranate, pumpkin, parsley, pineapple, prunes, quinoa, raspberries, soy, spirulina, peas, yucca, lemon peel, and mangoes every single day. We're not, right? And can you imagine what would happen to the cells inside your body if you were eating all of those fruits and vegetables and whole grains every single day? Wow. Well, guess what? That's what my family does. We eat our salads every day. We eat our fruits and vegetables every day. And we eat our whole food plant pills and plant chewables every day. And they have all that in there. So when you have little picky eaters and they won't eat their fruits and vegetables, give them the little chew packs, the little fun fruit packs. And they're getting all of that every single day. So there's no guilt and there's no shame. It's just something simple that helps bridge the gap between what you should be eating and what you're not eating. All right, guys, hope you have an awesome day, and go make yourself something healthy to eat. Try this out with your family and have fun. Bye.